pay up, I reckon we might be live here. Oh, I've gone live a minute early. How conspicuous of me. Oh, but the music's kicking into my ears already. I bloody love this game. Who have we got here? I can see in the comments from just before we started, I had Portuguese dub fan, a human, always encouraging. Let's get the audio down a little bit. We have Mile, we have Erihun, we have Zexelmish. Mile and Eri, some of the biggest Ixar fans I know, so of course you would roll out for this one. I think, God, I love this music, but I'm going to put it down to 20. There we go. That feels fairer. Get it restarted. We've got Goratuti, we've got Charlie Evans, we've got Inky, we've got Giovanni the Mike, Aaron the Bird. This is quite a lot of new faces. Average Loser 29 as well. Crazy what happens when you actually stream Inazuma 11. Why is it not coming out my ears? When you actually stream Inazuma 11 instead of Hakuoki Stories of the Shinsengumi. But to give a bit of context, we got 23 people already. People love Inazuma 11. What the hell? I've got Facecam as well. That works. But the context for this is I've been playing through Go Galaxy in my own time so that I can beat the game and record my all topics and all conversation topics and all photo guides video. That was it. So I already made them for Chronos Zone. They didn't do very well, to be fair. It was on a bit of a down period for my channel views wise, and the photos one, there already was a good guide that people used. It was only really the topics that was new. But for Go Galaxy, nobody has made an English language video of all the photos and topics. So I've taken it upon myself to do it, and that means in order to access all the topics and the photos, I needed to beat the game. So I'm going to have to put JP in this squad at some point, aren't I? We'll try and get away with it for now. Yeah, so basically, I needed to beat Go Galaxy anyway, and I have been doing it this entire time. But why, when Ixar Fleet takes like an hour to beat by itself, why do it off stream when I could just do it on stream, I guess? So here we are. Goldie Soar's going to get some field time, I suppose. We need to have Ricardo Falco and Arian on the pitch. I'm not going to be doing anything to like challenge myself, like not using spirits or something, because the challenge is already that I'm like 10 levels below what I'm supposed to be, if not significantly more actually. So I'm going to need Simeon's fighting spirit and Tezcat's fighting spirit to actually get goals here in the first place. Oh, hiya, Hoppip Enjoyer. Happy birthday from whenever it was, which is not now, but it can't have been that long ago based on the Perfect Pick stuff. Maybe for your real birthday we'll do some Heisuke route at some point, but nah, today we are actually like doing some Inazuma 11. Yeah, same Small Dozer. I'm not used to having 27 viewers either, but he's talking. It's Kazama Hakuoki! Oh, hey up, Lito. Yeah, I completely forgot about that invite, to be quite honest. But yeah, I probably can, to be fair, because this should only take like an hour and a half tops. So even if I'm a bit late, I should still manage a hop over for some gaming. But for now, I'll not make this about me real life. Because yeah, the story I wasn't saying is that because I needed to record all conversation topics and all photos in Go Galaxy on a completed save file, I first needed to have a completed save file. And that means beating the game. And I've been doing it entirely just in my own time for free. Callum says, I'm here for, make sure I'm here for 7ish. Right, understood. I've got you. I wouldn't want to mess up the event. And yes, by all means, don't feel obliged to stick around and watch Inazuma. But yeah, I need to beat the game, and it's gonna like take over an hour of my life to beat this match anyway, so I might as well do it with you lot while we listen to Ozrock. Oh. He wasn't finished, he was just doing it very deliberately and quietly. Made football angry. You love football so much, you see it as a person. So childish. So, right, okay. The stream title does in fact say Steam instead of Stream. You got me, Mile and Airy. I have now fixed it. Hello, Ebenino. We've got Zikria. We've got Pier Matteo Bruno. Is that Brazilian? Have I made a wrong guess? We've got Adam in there. There's a lot of people here to watch me. The music's too loud, I can't hear him! Kick off the... Yeah, this is my 4th video, if you call it a video rather than a stream, of beating Ixar Fleet on the channel, because I had the original episode of the Let's Play, and then I had the rematch, where they actually make the match a little bit different. Then I had the Legend Gate after that. Oh dear, we've fumbled. And then this is the 4th one where I'm just beating them for the sake of beating them because I need to. There will also at some point be a level 99 match, and I can say that the level 99 matches on this channel should be starting next week. I've recorded and edited a lot at this point, and the only reason they're not already started is because I was prioritising stuff like the Orion dub names video that just couldn't wait. But I have now released absolutely everything that I've been working on in the background, other than Galaxy, all photos and all conversation topics, but that's the point of this stream. I'm beating Ixar so that I can actually do that match in the first place, but, you know, can't record it for as long as it doesn't exist. A completed save file doesn't exist. I'm mashing on the goal. This is going to have to be quite far away. But can I have a goal, please? To Stun Plus. We'll have a bit of that, shall we? It's still a bit loud in here. I might need to turn it down a bit more. But yeah, so I need to beat the game so that I can do other videos. So let's just have a fun time against Ixar using Shot Devourer. We don't get to see that very often. And it's failed, because of course it has. But nevertheless, so we may be in the lead, but I'm still like giga mega underleveled. And actually, I completely forgot. The score in the first half of the match doesn't matter anyway, does it? Because at the end of the first half, they always just have a 3-goal lead. Yeah, you'd think I didn't know anything about this game. Well, in that case, yeah, all we need to do is just have them not score. It was nice of me to have a try at winning, even though it was completely in vain. But scoring goals does make the advance gauge go a bit quicker, so we'll do it because we can. Janus Greenway has been looking forward to challenging me about capital cities, because he didn't realise that I had a world map, and apparently that's unusual. He wants me to say the capital of England, which is a trick question because it doesn't have one, and Uzbekistan, which is Bishkek, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Tashkent. Those two sound kind of similar, but Uzbekistan is an Inazuma 11 country after all, so we got to know about these things. And then he immediately goes for capital of Indonesia. Mate, I've got Indonesian subscribers. I can't mess up Jakarta on stream. What the hell? Oh, we only won that interaction because he failed. Sheesh. Well, we'll have... Oh, no, we won't have another goal, I guess. Never mind. Just going to take a shot since we were near, but no, Judgment Ray it is. Ted Brower's asking for the capital of Overijssel. Mate, has to be a country. I don't know capitals of Dutch provinces. At least I know that it's a Dutch province. I have been through Overijssel. I've tried out Overijssel Rail. I was going to say why, but I suppose that would be doxing someone in the process, so I guess I won't. I've now been asked for Tajikistan, so I guess that's whichever one out of Bishkek and Tashkent wasn't Uzbekistan. But anyway, we can't make this commentary entirely about naming capital cities, of course. Because, yeah, we're doing Ixar for the 4th time out of probably 5 on this channel. The level 99 match against Ixar Fleet, though, will be a long time because it's not in either of the routes that I've done recording in so far. That'll be one of the absolute last ones we get to. Good choice, Blackane. The capital of Burkina Faso is Ouagadougou. And I know you picked that one just because Ouagadougou is a funny name for a city. I would gladly visit Ouagadougou just to be able to say it out loud a bit more. It's spelled more like Ouagadougou, but we do love a bit of that. Small Toaster says geography stream when. You know, the whole reason I got into geography was because Ivar from Ryusei Boys genuinely used to do geography streams, right? He used to do Sporkle quizzes, naming all the flags, and then he started getting into capital cities as well, and I got into it at the same time, just by watching him. Like, I'd always had a passing interest in geography just from Eurovision, the World Cup, and just being an ISTJ, to be honest. There's an entirely different subject matter for you. But yeah, Saw probably needs to shift actually, because why have we got Buddy in defence? Saw can't actually afford another move right now. But yeah, it was Bjorn, Ivar from the Inner Tubers group that got me into proper geography stuff in the first place, and it's been a few years since then, so we're in a happy place with it now. We are currently beating Ixar Fleet 2-1, but of course... Oh no, 2-0 rather, but that means it's just going to be 5-2 in a moment when we beat this. But Jaina says, you know somebody's a geography nerd when they know that Burkina Faso even exists. Yes, to the south of Mali. Go on, let's just have a bit... Oh, it's going to go for a goal line tackle, but we just need to pad out some time here. But hey up, it's Buddy Ivar from Ryusei Boys. We were just talking about maybe doing a geography stream at some point, but yeah, I was citing you as my no, don't waste Simeon's spirit on this. But yeah, no, you had a big impact on my life, pal, getting me into geography like that, or at least making my love of geography truly come alive. Capital of Djibouti is Djibouti. Nice try. But it's a lot harder to read the chat during a Go Galaxy stream than it is during a Hakuoki stream, because Hakuoki doesn't involve playing a game, whereas here I'm actually focusing on the screen and stuff. But let's have a catch up on what people have been saying. I've been asked for the capital of Ireland. I was in Dublin this week. Like, if you saw my Twitter, you would have seen I was staying in Rathfarnham, and I won the Irish Featherweight Robot Championship within Dublin National Basketball Arena on Sunday. I left on Monday itself. We got Sync in the chat earlier, which is a nice one for when we're actually doing some Inazuma. This is, of course, the mod that he helped to translate for us, after all. When it's not Hakuoki, the Trobal Nation's in shambles. We had a bit of an appearance from Hoppipinjoy, and I don't know if she's still about, to be fair. I can't believe the Trobal Nation hates Inazuma 11. I can't believe it. Truly, Hakuoki was their only... Ivar is actually taking over my... Stargazer! There we go! Ivar's naming the capital of Sri Lanka for me, so that I don't have to say Sri Jayawardenapura Kota in full, but... Yeah, there we go. 5 goals. Couldn't we have seen all 3 of those radiation storms, all of those stargazers, just so I could hear his voice another couple of times. What's the capital of Greece? Athens, men. You gotta go harder than that. But yeah, we do still have Hopper Bunjoy around, so happy birthday. But yeah, obviously, this is a very, very last-minute stream. I didn't know I was going to be streaming until approximately 20 minutes ago. But I was literally just about to either record some level 99 matches or just beat this match in my own time. And it's like, hang on, why beat it in my own time when I could beat it on stream? And apparently 44 people want to watch me do that, which is kind of crazy. Really, really showing the difference in viewership between a Hakuoki stream and an Inazuma 11 stream. But we'll see what happens when we eventually bust out the Yokai Watch 3 stream. That is something I want to do within the next couple of months. I'd be interested to see how many people turn up for that, because that's a little bit of overlap between Inazuma, but it's still not an Inazuma 11 game at the end of the day. So that should be an interesting one to have a go at on stream. I want to do Yokai Watch 3, and at some point I want to do Mario Tennis Power Tour. We do have potentially one more route of Hakuoki that we might be interested in covering as a stream. But none of these things are going to happen anytime soon because I'm moving house on Monday. This is like one of my 2 final full days within this property at all. That's why it's so completely undecorated. And I thought that my stream of Hakuoki a few days ago would have been my last one in the house, but then here we are doing Go Galaxy. And Walter's criticising me for not doing the voices. My fault. My brother Ruger is the greatest person in the galaxy! Alright, we're counting on you. We have to save the galaxy.
They're just scum.
Everybody! F11 will have a temporary lineup change! They're named Galaxy 11! This will be intense!
I've been asked for the capital of Vietnam, which is Hanoi, the Bahamas, which is... Oh, hang on. That's Nassau. Yep, there we go. We got it in the end. And Belize, which used to be Belize City, but now it's the famous misnomer, because there is still a Belize City in the country, but it is no longer the capital. It's Belmopan instead. And Belize City just comes up as a wrong answer. Do we like this lineup, or should we mix in some... No, we don't want any of our scouts, so let's just do this. It doesn't matter if you do Ixar Fleet under level. It's very funny because as soon as you get the Galaxy 11, these guys are level 60 and they're higher leveled than Ixar Fleet. So the first half, all I had to do was not concede extra goals, which you can do at any level, pretty much. Do we want this lineup exactly as it is, or do we want to make it a bit funnier? Let's see, Plinks, Totem is a block. The only ones with shoots are these guys. I would say we always use the Scream of Eden guys at the front. Maybe we should mix things up and go for Mr. Oh, he's got a Gigaton head. What the hell? That'd be interesting. 153 kick. Oh, God. They're in a different league, a very bad one. And of course, Mr. Slapnuts has made his appearance as soon as JP is on screen. What the hell? How did we know? Fine. Straight into the advanced stage, I believe. Yeah, this is Plink content, and the Trobal folk don't get to see it, apart from you, but it's alright. We're doing this for your birthday, after all, which was on August 25th, apparently, but... I don't know, what is the next birthday in your little community? Is it Trobles? Is it Jins? I don't know. We'll get some kind of gimmick statement on stream for them. Gandarez, we want your totem out straight away. He can dribble up the pitch with low scythe slice. No, he can't. My fault. I lied. He absolutely cannot do that exact thing. And he's taken an auto loss as well. So this is one where the time limit goes down super slowly, but you need to get 3 gold. Oh! My pass failed because I tapped above the screen. I was trying to tap really high on the screen for where the pass should connect to, and I actually missed the screen entirely, and that's why I screwed up there. We do have an advanced gauge on the way, but it's more important that we get some goals in, because if I fail, then I'll have to extend the stream and do some more, and then Lito will tell me off for not turning up to his house for the event. Hey up, Breton boy. Oh my god, the inner tuber is actually streaming Inazuma 11. I know, it's bloody weird, isn't it? But the absolute...
What is going wrong here? Just let me win.
We cannot win any auto block. We can't even afford another gravel gavel. The foul has stood. But nevertheless, right, we'll have a gan. Capital of Botswana is what Janus asked for. Gaborone, that was a hard one to learn. I didn't get that one down for... How have you missed that pass? Yeah, I didn't know Gaborone for a long time, but I recently learned that because Botswana's like a famously neutral area in southern Africa, Gaborone is where they host all of the conferences to gather the different nations in a single place for like important discussions and stuff. So we got that one down. Gandarez, you're going to need this before you can do anything else. Jin's birthday is Bonfire Night, so I'm pretty sure it's a... Bonfire Night is the end of November, right? I never really cared about Bonfire Night to be... Oh, I've passed to the other bloody team. What am I doing here? This is peak messing up the game. You can just win a dribbling interaction, can't you, Luke and... Fungus Monger! Boing, boing, sus, vent. There we go. We won't do the long shot though. We'll actually take... Oh, I had to do it from far away because they might have just timed me out there. Let's have a goal at least. Blackane wants the capital of Montenegro. How do you keep clicking? How does chat keep picking places that I've been to? I've only visited a total of, I think, 11 countries in my life, but Ireland was one of them and Montenegro was another one. I stayed in Podgorica for a week. And he also says, Eritrea, I looked this up and you are not getting this. Yeah, to be fair, Eritrea is a hard one. I think it's Asmara. But there's an Asmara and an Astana and a whole load of others that start with A as well. So that's definitely like a tricky one. But you've chucked in Madagascar as well, which is just a funny one, like Ouagadougou. That's Antananarivo. I love Antananarivo. Who named Antananarivo? They deserve a raise. Ari was saying my brain trying so hard to press the start button. What, to put some highlights over the players so that I don't keep passing to the wrong people? Or are you trying to fresh restart? Hey up, Osrock's time. I'm a foreign Malaysia, blah. Uh-oh, JP's here. Mr. Slapnuts is going to pop off. Oh, it was Asmara. Let's go Eritrea. I mean, it's proof enough that I didn't pronounce it as Eritrea that we know what we're on about. But here's your little JP moment, King. We have liftoff. But yeah, Bonfire Night. I'll have to come up with a poem or something to send on that particular day. Small Toaster says, have you watched any Big Brother? Not in any recent years. The only reality show I watch these days is The Traitors. I've watched it. Oh no, that's real play. That wasn't a highlight. I've watched Traitors UK. I've watched Traitors US. I've watched Traitors Australia. But Big Brother I've not watched since I was a kid. I think the last season I ever watched was the one where... it was either the one where the trans girl won, or it was the one where there was a guy with... what's the word for it again? The one where you can't help but swear, and it's like an instinctual thing. But he was the overwhelming favourite to win the season, and then because he was so expected to win, nobody actually voted for him in the final in the end, and his de facto carer who was looking after him, Rachel, I believe, throughout the whole season, she ended up winning, and it was entirely unanticipated. One of those 2 seasons was the last season of Big Brother I ever watched. I was just kind of outgrowing it, I guess. I was losing interest with every passing one. But here we go. Let's get a gal then. Another one from the Scream of Eden dudes. But I suppose I don't need to try and make it gimmicky or interesting. As long as I actually win the match, that's the main thing. And we just about manage it because of the over-leveledness. Yeah, JP gets voice lines as well, because of course he does. So we have to let's use a bit of Plink. I think Plink deserves some time in the sun. We can't bring out her totem yet, but we can water wall. She doesn't have any shooting moves, so I'll have to pass back to somebody else.
Bro, Ixar Fleet is the one that's trying to literally destroy the world and control the universe, and you have called a foul on me 3 times. They've hit me with Judgment Ray. That wasn't a foul, was it? Just long shot. Oh, Stag doesn't have a... Oh, he does have a long shot. He just couldn't afford it. My bad. I did try, at least, but... Fine, another Scream of Eden-y thing it is. Let me past. This is gonna... Oh, no. Judgment... If this is a foul, this is a penalty. So that would be... No, Janus, the trans girl was in Big Brother, not the Traitors. I'm sure a future season might have one anyway, but Big Brother, the season I'm talking about was 2009, 2010. I only watched Big Brother as a kid. Or a young teen. It's been a long time since I cared about stuff like that, and Love Island was never my vibe either. But the Traitors is badass. But on we go. You can afford a long shot, but let's just try and get in position properly. Another Fungus Mongus. Red, yellow, blue is the imposter. It's got to be one of them at least. Oh, hang on. Let me back. Amir! Fire Emblem 3 Houses! A reference that I would only know to do because of Smashy Bros, but yeah, Amir! One of the worst downbees in the game. Slapnut says I've gotten bored of Inazuma 11. Go back to Hakuoki. Oh, there's another. I see. That's an interesting one for. I should have gone for Scream of Eden just to mix it up a little bit. But good to know that this is apparently a good season. I'm sure my mum will be watching it. Actually, yeah, I paid for her Channel 5 on demand, ad-free for a year. So yes, she absolutely. Oh no, it's not on. It's on ITV now, isn't it? That's such a weird world where Big Brother's on ITV, but I pay for ITV X anyway because of my Coronation Street. Is there a release date for Victory Road yet? No, it's only getting further away despite the fact they are genuinely developing the game. Goal! Galaxy 11 scores! It's a tie at last! Whoa! We're making a comeback! They tied, idiots!
Hey, don't say that, military satellite Phobos. SLR Phobos, according to my new Orion video. Who here has seen the new video I released on the Orion dub names? Let me know what your thoughts on that were, because I already got a lot of really nice feedback. I enjoyed it a lot, seeing what people had to say about my dub names and coming up with their own. Like, in particular, Tricera Shield was one where I had no ideas, and then 3 separate commenters said, instead of Tricera Block, why not call it Tricera Stop? It's literally the word Triceratops, but the letters rearranged. And I'm like, you know what? That's a brilliant idea. How did I never come up with that one myself? And Tolko Buffalo Train
I just kind of lazily changed to Buffalo Express, and then the official dub called it Bulls Steam Ahead, which was just the best thing ever. It was very, very clever of them. But in return, Moonlight Circle Swallow Return, I called that one Past and Crescent, and I wasn't even sure if that was a good name, to be honest. I was a little 50-50 on including that one, and then apparently the comments loved it, so it's been really good reading all of that. 3 goals for Ozrock, my king, my goat. He can beat us at the end of the stream. Oh, Ted Brow's keeping me updated on the football as well, and Slovenia are a goal ahead on Finland. Slovenia and Slovakia are 2 of the most underrated football teams in Europe, because people, I think, just confuse them with each other, and they also, in the Nations League, got stuck playing against each other the entire time. And both of them are quite capable of getting to the Euros, and it looks like it might happen. It's to the detriment of Kazakhstan, but hopefully they can just qualify through the play-ins. Anyway, Delta Phazon says, as a history student, I appreciate Starstruck. Thanks for that, because I wasn't too sure on Starstruck either, and not everybody in the comments loved it. Aaron the Bird says, pretty good, Triclone was kind of dumb. It's still better than calling it Cyclone. But there were some other good suggestions for that one in the comments as well. I'm glad people generally agree that it does need to change from Spinning Fence. Like, you can't just keep it as Spinning Fence, but it definitely needs to not be Cyclone. Ruger and Ganders, they've had their time in the sun, but let's try and use some other people from the Galaxy 11. We'll bring Plink back instead of Zippy. Karan, you can stay instead of Frank. Banda didn't actually do that much in the end. You can... Didn't I have a comment request asking me to use Charisse? I think that was from Small Toaster, so go on. We can oblige with that. Ogar, you're kind of... He might get healed, actually, but he can only really do one thing, so let's just swap that. Is there anyone else we want to use? Do we have Kazanrai guy already? Yeah, Bala will use as my, like, lead striker. Capital of Kazakhstan, after I talked about them on football. Yeah, fair enough question. And that's one I struggle with a bit, actually. I know that Mongolia is Ulaanbaatar, and then Kazakhstan is Astana. Yeah, but they also called it Nur Sultan for the last couple of years, so it's only this year gone back to Astana, which makes it a bit trickier. JP can stay out of goal now. He's had his little moment. Yeah, Charisse will give her a go. Why not? Plink can be up at the front. Let's have Banda over here. Hillary will bring on if needed. Alright, so here we are in extra time. I can't remember if there's a mission objective here. But let's just set it up just in case there isn't. Straight to advanced gauge. So let's pause and do this properly. Let's just get a goal as quick as can be. Dribble past with decoy deploy, and then I'll bring out his spirit for a nice easy goal. Hello, welcome to the stream, Carbon. We've still got 48 people watching in Slovenia. Have scored again on... Not another foul! That's the 4th or 5th time! I was about to withdraw Simeon right there and then, because he's literally just used up all his TP on a foul. But no, I'll bring out his spirit. He can armor fry if need be, but I did the perfect setup again, and the fouls are kicking my ass in this match. They absolutely do not want me to win here. And now Phobos has brought out his military satellite again. Oh dear. Oh, go on then, Charisse. Where's Simeon going? Come back! I've been playing to the best of my abilities, and the game has simply refused. Arian sucks as well, apparently. I guess I'll just use a tactic or something. Yeah, Victor, you... No, we'll bring out Bala next. Yeah, red eyes, dude, looking like advanced Epsilon over here. That's the karma you get for not keeping JP on the pitch, says Mr. Slapnuts. Are we just going to let this guy praise JP unopposed? I'm not seeing enough chatters hating on JP today. Ozrock, careful. Oh, we've got Lord Rinsler in the chat, seen Flink on the team. Even if it's only a flying visit, good to have you along. Charisse Gaming is going to set up a goal for Bala here. It looks like. Totemus, level P+. Oh, we level up more from it. Midori Kawa, swings button. My favourite character is here. There's a Ring of Fire eclipse happening here. Gonna watch this live stream later. I don't know what that means, but thanks for saying hello. But yes, clearly the referee is on Ozrock's side, and that makes sense because there is like a satellite that deleted Ray Dark's android and all of that gimmicky stuff. They actually stopped the shot there. Wow. Okay. Simeon, you're gonna need to clutch up instead. Auto block. Auto block now. I can't even special What have I got in terms of special tactics? Just the box lock. That's kind of it. Fine, let's get another foul on decoy deploy. That's just going to fill the advance gauge, actually. I'm a bit too close. I'm going to have to long shot it in order to even get a shot on target before this objective ends. It failed this time, and we still win. No way! Absolutely no way! I cannot believe it. This game is so rigged! They can't stand the idea of me scoring or doing anything. That's 6 fouls in a single match, bro. All I'm doing is decoy deploy. And Shellburst is not going to go in from here, but it's either take a shot or just have the advance gauge fill itself. Am I actually going to win this match? I guess we do get the guaranteed Earth Infinity at some point, so we should be fine, but they are being carried by the ref. What is this? Right, automatic possession, and we will read the stuff. Charisse, hurry up! It's not a good time to be a Charisse stan, to be quite honest. We'll bring out our third totem. I guess it'll be Vicky. Plink time. I'm choosing who do we represent in the chat? We've got Slapnuts the JP fan, we've got Small Toaster the Charisse fan, and we've got Rinsler the Plink fan. I'm the Ozrock fan, so I guess that's why they're doing so well, but it's taken me to half time. Wait. No way. No flipping chance.
This is the end. All wish shall be granted.
Let's try it again. Then you can't give up yet. You have to stand up and protect the galaxy. And let's fill the gauge again then. How have we allowed that to happen, man? No, this is fine because it means I get to do an exact repeat of my perfect tactics from before. And this time there's not going to be a pointless foul getting in my way. Victor, give it to Simeones. He's going to win with decoy deploy. Oh. I am simply worse. Right. Oh, you're right. Maybe I should put JP back on. Maybe that's the difference maker. Simeon's offside, but I can pass to Victor if it can give me the ball. We are actually doing worse this time than we were on the first try. This is embarrassing, man. I'm so glad I didn't fail a filling in the main Let's Play, because I really couldn't allow that video to be any longer than it already was. It was literally a 90-minute video. Here on a stream, it's fine. I guess you get more content. Capital of Ixar. I'm going to say it might be Phalamadius. the city within Falamorbius that they don't explicitly say is a thing, but it probably is, right? Charisse, here's your ribbon shower moment. I'm afraid she stinks. I need to be using all of the over-leveled Galaxy 11 players, not my completely under-leveled Earth 11 stannies. Keenan can obviously do the work, though. He would never mess this up. Plink is pointing at me! Well, she's pointing at Ozrock, actually. That sounds like a certified Hakuoki moment, but... Up we go. Arian, where were you? Oh, well, that's fine, actually. Zigzag! Nope, because Arian's underleveled as well. Clearly I should use Zac Avalon. Is that your favourite Delta Phazon? I don't really know any Zac Avalon stands. Alex Greensmith's a little bit, like, favouring him because he was going to be his voice actor within the Galaxy patch back when we were still intending on having voice acting. Janus Greenway asks for the capital of Armenia, and that's Yerevan. That is one of the harder ones in... I guess it doesn't count as Europe, it's just in Eurovision and the Euros of football, but we can still get that, so don't you worry. Plink, get some dialogue as well. How's this? These totems, amazing, right? Anyway, your ethers are so dark, don't drag our planets down in your revenge. And don't rig the ref so that he calls me a foul on every bloody thing I do. Plink doing Whipper Slapper is the most cursed thing you can ask for, but we'll do it, I suppose. Because that guy deserves it anyway. And I guess we'll just fill the gauge to avoid losing. Because we'll get a goal with the Earth Infinity, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think we have to score. No, Ozrock gets another one with his totem, right? I think we need to get one goal on our own merits. We've got 64 people watching now. Jeez. You lot really like Inazuma 11, eh? Plinker slapper, it's been described as. You're too much of a captain. That's your weakness. Love that. I've had enough of your captain stick. Your kind words make me sick. I want to see the real you. Show me your amazing plays. Bring out the horse thingy. You want to watch me play football? I can do that. Let's have a bit of footy to represent Slovenia's big win today. Whoa! Unbelievable! Yeah, we get Pegasus in a different form. Go on then, Arian. Let's see what kind of automatic position we're left in. Royal Knight Gallant asking English text and names but Japanese voices. Have you not watched any of my Go Galaxy Let's Play? Oh yeah, this move. That's curious because most of these commenters I recognise, right, from watching my actual Let's Plays. But if this stream has managed to get new viewers who've never seen my actual Galaxy Let's Play in the first place, that'd be kind of crazy. But welcome if you are new. And yeah, that's exactly how the patch works. We were originally thinking of having English voice acting of our own to patch into the game. Ultimately, the Japanese voices are so good, and ours would have been a lot worse, especially because a lot of the voices would have been done by me, and then I would have done them again in my own Let's Play anyway. But yeah, Typhoon, Tornado, Hurricane! The longest Hisatsu name we ever done did have, along with Chrysanthemum Katana. Which a lot of people have been talking about, actually, in my more recent Orion Noobs video, because the localization to Chrysanthemum Katana, Eri was saying how it completely lost the meaning of Kikuichi Monji, which is like the name of an actual Japanese sword. I feel like I've never seen that before, to be honest, and I've done it earlier in this stream. The Kikuichi Monji does, like, quite literally translate to chrysanthemum straight line, but it's still ultimately the name of a weapon. It is 6-5, but just for insurance, let's try and decoy deploy and get another shot in with Simeon before we do the whole Earth Infinity stuff. No, we still can't do that. Well, I don't think we need a goal of our own. Oh, the move failed. It's either a foul or it's a fail. There's no in between. Oh, you could probably get both, but half time. Now let's do it again. 'Cause, yeah, Osrock will get a goal here. It will be 6-6, and then we need to get one with the Earth Infinity. Let's make some changes, though. Plink has kind of run out of everything she can do. So let's go for Goldie. And Charisse is absolutely stunk. So let's go for Tinkle. I want to see Bubble Trouble come out. And Simeon's got his spirit up right now. Rondula I just don't really like. I was never going to use her anyway. So do we bring back Bash Lancer? What else have we got? I will leave her. It's not too important. Everyone, chat is in tears at me removing Plink. Mate, she would have been able to contribute nothing else. She'd run out her TP. We will leave Tinkle up high, though. She can go for a goal with Bubble Trouble, and she can represent Plink from afar. And we do need Victor in a good position. Let's put him here, and that should do it. Janus Greenway reckons he has the hardest possible geography capital city question to throw at me. Mate, try me. Would Goldie get macaroni squeeze? Why would she be a goalkeeper? Apparently Tsubame Gaeshi is an actual sword move in Japan folklore as well. Is that Take a Pinch? What is Tsubame Gaeshi again? That sounds like Take a Pinch from Perfect Spark. Right, we can whiff the blam dunk. Star Laser. There we go. It's got a name now. The Totem Strike is in fact Star Laser. Oh, Aries says put the Rotonic, the Fertilia goalkeeper in goal. That would have been a good idea, actually. Because it's not like they're going to be getting any ball goals on us. Anyway, right? We could have had Venus Ball Trap Veil. Pass to Simeon, and he can just go on a big run with his lovely little spirit. Oh, he's so fast. He's got a long shot as well, but let's just do it the gimmick way. Can I please have a successful decoy deploy that doesn't fail and isn't a foul? Oh my god, I'm popping off. It actually happened. No way. Here's my close range shell burst. Good grief. Just having a catch up on chat while the shot hits them. Oh, well, I didn't get to take that much in, but it's fine. Arian can have some dialogue off of this. If Simeon had triple threat, we could have shot chained out of Arian, but oh, Tsubame Gaeshi is Moonlight Circle Swallow counter, but yeah, we absolutely cannot keep that one intact. That name is dead in the water. Super dash, go faster, dash, faster than you, faster, better, super stronger, super dash. We needed that to beat out Judgment Ray as well. Fine, let's... Oh, bloody... Right, fine. Easy breezy it is. We've had to individually out-dribble everybody here. Let's try and pass back to Simeon and take a shot. We can combo it with Zephyr Shot as well. And then hopefully... I've not, like, run out of time in the half to fill the gauge, have I? No, 7 minutes should be reached. He can't actually afford Zephyr Shot. That's depressing. 271. Wait a minute. Yeah, man! That's a goal! 7-6, the most Inazuma 11 thing you would ever see. Right, let's just put it beyond doubt. Get the ball back, Goldie, and we're... No, she doesn't need to. Fantastic. Jaina still hasn't hit me with this super hard capital. Where is it? RK is telling us that Simeon is carrying your team through the level 99 competition routes. You will see a lot of Simeon in my level 99 coverage as well, which will be starting next week for those who missed it. Here comes the Earth Infinity. Yeah, apart from the Go Galaxy All Topics and Photos guide, I've released every individual video that I was working on that I was trying to get out first, and I'm also going to be moving house as of next week. So that is the perfect time for the level 99 coverage to start, and you'll definitely see a lot of Simeon in it. Faroe Islands capital. Faroe Islands is not a sovereign nation, so I don't know that one, Ted. It obviously can compete in the Euros of football. Had to listen to him. Mutonenzo! But I only really know the capitals of the fully sovereign independent nations, so Faroe Islands is like an overseas territory of Denmark officially, so that was never in my Sporkle quizzes, so I didn't actually learn it. But I should probably, I mean, by all means, look it up for me and tell me, because I would now kind of like to know the capital of the Faroe Islands. Mandude123 Go says, "Hey Tel, I'm about to start Supernova after beating Chronostones. What are some tips or things I have to do in this game aside from the changed mechanics?" The first half of the game is a lot harder than the second, to be honest, because if you're under-leveled, then you just won't really be able to score. The game only gives you 2 forwards on your team, Victor and Falco, and Falco's kickstat is really low. All of Ricardo and Arian's shooting moves have been nerfed big time, so they can barely even score past a regular catch. So it's a good idea to either do a lot of optional matches to level up, or just take your players to the dark room and improve your scoring capability. Improve your kickstat so that you can actually score on your own merits. Capital of Liechtenstein is Vaduz. Black Anne, one of the only micro-states or micronations whose capital is not itself. What else have we had? Janus is trying to save his ultimate capital for after the match. We got another goal. It's 9-6. We have a second Earth Infinity, so we have officially, it would appear, beaten the game. Which is always nice. Liechtenstein, one of those places where I know I'll never go because I don't have a driver's license, and there is basically no way to access that country without a car. I'm very lucky that I've been to San Marino in the first place. For everyone who doesn't know, the countries I've been to in the world, I think there's 11 in order, not including times I've went back. I've done Spain, France, Netherlands, USA, Ireland, Austria, Montenegro. After that one was... I had a pretty big break from going to places after that. I may have missed one, but we'll go to this year. I did Sweden, Australia, Italy, including an overnight stay in San Marino, which does count as its own country. And next month I am going to Costa Rica. So that will bring the total up to 12. Once I have actually been to Costa Rica, but I haven't done it yet. Obviously that's not including transfers in airports. Because I've been to like Frankfurt Airport in Germany, Reykjavik in Iceland, and Singapore in Singapore, but those don't really count.
ultimately, though, I've only ever been to places in Europe or places outside of Europe where they speak English, i.e. the USA and Australia. Costa Rica will be the exception to that, but they still speak English pretty widely, even though Spanish is the main language. Anyway, here's where Ozrock gets a job. He uploaded his CV to Indeed.co.uk. I'm a great guy at committing war crimes and destroying universes. That's why you should hire me as the politician of Phalum Orbius. Should he be arrested here? Yes, probably, but so should Kazama, and he lives. Can't believe I talked over him, what the hell? The acting of this man! Oh. That was so genuine. Ozrock, the best voice actor in this planet. And beyond it. Ozrock. Carbon saying not having a driver's license is insane to my American eyes. Yeah, if I lived in America, I would have a driver's license. Especially because in America, most of the cars are automatic, whereas UK people are all poncy and they want to have manual cars where you've got to manage stick shift and putting yourself in different gears for every individual turn. I never, even if I do learn to drive properly, which I think I'm going to try and do next year, I would go straight for an automatic license. I never want to drive manual gears. But in America, you don't have to, which is great. It's not like a social obligation to learn that way. And yeah, obviously your public transport basically doesn't exist. Hello, Nasatic. I haven't seen you in donkey's years. Everyone say hello to Nasatic because this is somebody who left a comment on every single episode of my first 5 Inazuma Let's Plays. I don't think he got around to Galaxy, but it was like my biggest stan on Twitter, giving me a like on everything that I posted and then left genuinely detailed comments on every video I made in the Let's Plays. And you love having someone like that in your corner. Nasatic was a goat of a commenter and I haven't seen him in like 2 years, so brilliant to see you again. But there we are, we beat the game, lads and lasses. Ain't that brilliant? Hop Up Enjoy saying automatic are more common in the UK too now. Yeah, they're more common. You can definitely buy an automatic car, but everyone I've talked to when I'm saying if I want to learn to drive, I'll do it with an automatic license, everyone's tried to put me off because it's like, what if you have to drive someone else's car? Or what if you can't afford an automatic car? Everyone feels like they need the ability to drive stick shift cars, even if they then get an automatic, but it's just the normal way to do things in the UK, and it shouldn't be. People should be allowed to just learn automatics and cope off of that, because it's so much easier. Why would anyone want to be in control of their own gears? What is this, the 1200s, says Carbon, and I agree. Rinsler says, I love me a manual car, I love burning out. Trobal Nation has a person with a driver's license in it. I would be astounded if that was the case. Carbon says, I just learned about manual transmissions. Yeah, that's basically every car in the UK. It sucks. UK public transport was good until this year, where the buses and the trains have gone on strike basically all year. So I was always fine. Like, I live in a city. I'm in Newcastle, so I don't need a car. And then whenever I needed to go beyond Newcastle, the train was good enough. But now the trains basically don't exist. And I'm also moving further away from the city centre. So now I kind of do-ish need a car, but am I hell learning to do it on a stick shift? Can't be arsed with that bollocks. Janus is asking if I'm ready for his country. Yes, we've been waiting for bloody 15 minutes. Just name a country and I'll get it almost immediately. Capital of Antigua and Barbuda. Okay, yeah, that is... yeah, that one might be a bit too hard. Is it Basseterre? No, that one's St. Kitts and Nevis is Basseterre. So Antigua and Barbuda is fair enough.
Yeah, you got me with that. At least I was able to name the capital of St. Kitts and Nevis, which is... Oh, Nasatic says, I'll get around to commenting on the Go Galaxy Let's Play soon. I have seen it, but I couldn't comment on them. I have a lot to say about them. Jaina says, Antigua and Barbuda was a trick. Well, how could it be? It's a real country. But capital of Nauru is the Yaren district. So there you go. I've got your second super hard one. And for Mandude123 Go, the capital of Oman is Muscat. And for some reason, I remember that because of Faerun. The capital of Lebanon is Beirut, which sounds a lot like Faerun. And then I just learned Muscat from Oman at the same time. Beirut and Muscat, for me, are for some reason a pair, even though they have nothing to do with each other. But I remember them together for some reason. RK says, in all caps, were level 99 competition matches hard for you? Yes! Black Army wants the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is Sarajevo. My friend just went there. Or Sarajevo, rather, I think it said. But the only former Yugoslav country that I have visited is Montenegro. I would like to visit another one soon, but I don't know which one I'd do first out of Slovenia, Croatia, North Macedonia. I don't think it would be Serbia. It's not that likely to be Kosovo. I don't think Bosnia is very high up the list either. But I will certainly make a revisit to that kind of area at some point. Right, let's save the universe and that. Osrock's not talking anymore. Which is a shame, but we'll be sure to run the credits to the end before the stream ends or anything like that. And then at about 7 o'clock I do in fact have to go to a mate's house for an unspecified activity. And that's not me redacting it from you guys. That's me saying a friend has told me to come round to his house at 7 o'clock for an activity and hasn't told me what the activity is. Capital of Portugal from Bruno Pereira. Mate, I've been making so much Portuguese content on this channel lately. I can't not know that. It's Lisbon. I'm applying for a Smash Brothers commentary gig, actually, that's happening in February. I believe it's in Porto rather than Lisbon. But it's going to be an interesting one if I get selected for it, because they're actually streaming the tournament on Portugal's main TV channel. It'll be on Twitch or YouTube, but it'll be like, say if BBC had their own YouTube or Twitch channel. I think it's PTE1, is that the name of the channel? But yeah, it'd be crazy. I wouldn't be on Portuguese television, and to be honest, I would be doing an English stream, so it would probably be the Portuguese commentators who actually do it on PTE1. But I could, in theory, be on an officially endorsed Portuguese piece of television content in February if they want me to commentate their Smash Brothers tournament, which would be pretty insane. So I hope I pull that one off. I'm sure Slapnuts is listening to that in the chat as well. He'll suddenly be applying. Applications aren't actually open yet for this tournament, if you are thinking of that, so you can't apply yet, but it's at least one of the TOs will be an Inazuma 11 fan because they're Portuguese, so there's your advantage. But yeah, they're not looking for people yet. But I did have a word with one of their TOs while I was in Dublin, so I'm hoping to get that. And then that could be my first ever trip to Portugal in my life, because I'm very attached to them after all the content I've made about Orion dub names and Galaxy dub names and stuff. I truly owe them a visit. I'm sure I'll have many Brazilian viewers wanting me to come and visit you guys as well, but baby steps. Costa Rica is my first time in a non-English speaking part of the Americas, so I'll do that first. And then we'll see where to go from there. Capital of Tuvalu from Janus Greenway. Is that Funafuti? There is a very good video by Yes Theory on YouTube, literally going to Tuvalu just because it's the least visited country in the world apart from Nauru and the ones that you legally cannot enter. So that would, in theory, have been in Funafuti if I got that place right. Funafuti's... I might have got the country wrong, but it's one of those easier capitals to remember, because out of 197 sovereign nations in the world, there are only 2 capitals that start with the letter F. One is Funafuti and the other is Freetown. Freetown being in Sierra Leone, I think? Capital of Côte Victoire from Harry. The Côte Victoire training camp. There you go. What else could we say? But if you do treat it as Ivory Coast, then it would be Yamoussoukro, I believe. Anyway, Victor's got his alien girlfriend once again. Congrats, Victor, you've pulled. Interplanetary pull. And he also gets to be the king. Except Arculus will step in and say, haha, it was all a joke. Spoilers for the post-game. What else does chat want to ask while we're just watching some cutscenes? Still got 38 people hanging on, which is very nice of yous. Oh, Super Series 10, that's an interesting question. What's the second biggest city of Spain? Now, I don't know the exact answer. Obviously, the biggest one is Madrid. My favourite city is Valencia. I'm going to be visiting there for a second time pretty soon. I think the second biggest might be... Well, it would be Barcelona, obviously, but I guess depends if you count Catalonia as its own place. So after Barcelona, I think it would be Sevilla. It could be Valencia, but I think Sevilla or maybe Toledo would be the choice after Barcelona. But that's a hard one, so Super Series 10, please let me know what the actual answer is, because that's a good question. Spain is one of those where I only ever visited it as a kid with my mum. She literally took me there 5 times in about 8 years. And I got stupidly bored of it because all we'd do every single time is hang out with the English-speaking families and go to the beach. And I'd play Mario Party DS on my, my DS, obviously. I never got to see, like, anything interesting. I basically went to the UK, but in Spain. But 2022, the only reason I went back to Spain was because my mum had a trip booked to Benidorm, and I wanted to get used to travelling again post-COVID. The only place I'd been since the COVID lockdowns was Austria, which had like no entry restrictions, whereas Spain did. And I knew that I wanted to go to the Netherlands. I'm going to have to turn this down, unfortunately, because of... no. Not like that. Yeah, I would love to play this song for you, but I can't. The capital of Seychelles is Victoria. But, yeah, I basically agreed to go back to Benidorm with my mum because it would teach me how to do entry restrictions during COVID-y stuff. But I also had a friend out in Valencia who I went to go and visit, so that meant I got like a proper holiday out of it. And you just realise, as soon as you're in charge of your own travels and not just doing the same stuff that your mum's doing by the beach and stuff, it's a bloody good place to visit. I had so much fun in Spain. Basically, when you're old enough to drink in Spain, it becomes amazing. So I'm very glad to be going back to Valencia pretty soon. Also, a Human the Portuguese dub fan rightfully points out that a new episode of the Orion dub will air in 2 hours' time, which is true because we'll learn the English name of Fujin Rajin Ghost, which will probably be Mega Margin something, either Mega Margin Ghost or Mega Margin Phantom, but it could be something unexpected. Janus Greenway asked for the capital of St. Kitts and Nevis. I already said in this stream that it's Basseterre. Were you not listening to that? I said that while you were trying to catch me out with Antigua and Barbuda. But yeah, the next episode of Orion that airs today will learn the English name of Mega Margin Ghost, which is just what I've accepted as it being already. And Penguin the God and Devil will get confirmed. As in the last episode we saw, Xavier was calling it Penguin Reckoning. No, he was calling it Penguin Recall, and then Isaac was calling it Penguin Reckoning. We have not yet heard the term Penguin Recall and Reckoning. We've only heard Penguin Recall and Penguin Reckoning. When they actually say it on purpose for the first time, it might be Penguin Recall Reckoning, Recall and Reckoning, or they might change it again. So basically, the only new names we'll get in this one will be ones that we kind of know already, Mega Margin Ghost and Penguin Recall and Reckoning, but nevertheless, they will get confirmed, and then on Sunday, tomorrow, we'll get another new batch of names, which will be very exciting. We'll get Requiem Dust in that episode, I believe. Janus Greenway asks for the capital of Palau. Is that... That is a harder one. It's Garulmud. So it's got a silent N. That's actually considered the most obscure capital in the world because it's literally just a political-only capacity on a random island. It's not even the biggest city on these tiny islands, but it's got a silent N and it's pronounced Garulmud, and it's pretty much just a government office, and that's it. Now, I've got a pretty big interest in Palau and also the Marshall Islands because of a video concept that I was never quite able to finish. With the same friend in Valencia, actually. We got pretty distant, pretty good way through it, but ultimately never quite finished. Capital of Suriname is Paramaribo. We can't be messing up Dutch-speaking countries in this chat because the Netherlands is my primary audience and they'll get mad. I never got to try any Surinamese food while I was in the Netherlands last time. I was always intending to do it and then never actually happened. Ted Brower says prediction Innocent Drive will be called Glimmering Guilt. Yeah, that was one of the moves where I considered changing it, and I ultimately, the main reason I didn't change the name in my Orion video was just because I didn't have any good ideas. But it definitely could change. One of the most recent commenters called it Leading Light, and I like that one. I would gladly adopt the name Leading Light for the Orion dub if it was my decision now. But if they keep Innocent Drive, fair enough. We won't get to learn that one for quite a while. Can you imagine if they named Fujin Rajan Ghost Triple Margin? Do not rule it out, Alice Moon. It could happen. It truly, truly could. Let's get the sound back on. Now that the copyright stuff is over. Out of the right thing, please. Not that one. We've buggered this, haven't we? Where's my headphones? That one. Sylvia is in Go Galaxy in a cutscene with dialogue, voice acted. Did you know that Sylvia has voice acted cutscene dialogue in Go Galaxy? Because I never remember that. But yeah, we beat Go Galaxy. That's mint. Now I can actually record the all photos and all conversation topics guide. Janus, you may have won with Laos, to be fair. I don't think I know that one. I know that Cambodia is Phnom Penh. Laos, I think it's Vientiane, because it's the one that sounds like Vietnam, but is actually a capital city. But I'm not 100% sure that that's actually the capital of Laos. Here's how you recruit Ozrock. You should definitely do that. Everyone should recruit Ozrock. And then they can have Radiation Storm for themselves. Let's play football. Except we won't play any more football, actually, because we've beaten the game. And that was all I really intended to do within this stream. Much as I could forcibly swap you all over to Hakuoki, we don't really have enough Trobal people about to justify that one. And I'm hungry and I've got to be at me mates for 7 o'clock for a mystery activity. So that pretty much will be the stream. And he wants the capital of Kiribati, which is Oh, Solomon Islands is Apia. Marshall Islands is Majuro. I can name all of the capitals that are in the Pacific, but I often can't name them up to the right place. So, considering it's the end of the stream, I'll just take the L on Kiribati. You can have that one. I don't know which one in particular it is. Thinking about how you called God Hand of Friendship our God Hand, and it fits so well. Yeah, thanks, Alice Moon. That was one of the ones I was most proud of, even though it's the simplest. Because God Hand of Friendship is meant to be like giga cringe, and I wanted to make it just regular cringe in my video, you know? Like, it's gotta be weird because it's just one that Mark Evans came up with on the spot, but I want a better name than God Hand of Friendship. So I was really happy with how simply our God Hand turned out. And then a load of other commenters made communism jokes about it anyway for some reason, but let's pop myself over to wherever the first photo would be. I'll probably record conversation topics, then photos, I guess, just to stick with the same order that Chronostones did. But if anyone playing along genuinely needs a photos guide or a topics guide, I guess let me know which one you need more. Oh yeah, I have to get through the post-game stuff first before I can actually carry on taking photos. I mean, there are photos and topics within the Phalamorbius, the Lost Galaxy area. Anyway, Tarawa is the capital of Kiribati. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that one in a hurry. And St. John's is the capital of Antigua and Barbuda. You don't really tend to need to know where St. John's is in the world, because when you're just trying to name all the capitals in the world, St. John's and St. George's come as a pair. So you don't really tie them to where they come from, because you more just tie it to another very similarly named capital city. Like, you do St. Jordan's and St. George's, then you do Georgetown, then you do Bridgetown, then you do Freetown, and because there's only two capitals starting with F, then you go to Funafuti. That's like my combo chain whenever I'm trying to name them, so actually naming the country they belong to isn't that important along the way. Eri says, I thought all the topics and photos were in the main game besides the Fallon Palace. Maybe, actually. Tell you what, I will... Oh, I can't. I will, before we end the stream, I will unlock the Fallon Palace, because I bet there's a lot of you in chat that have never seen it before, actually. I have covered it in my Let's Plays, but if you didn't watch that one particular episode, then you wouldn't have seen it. So I'll go and unlock that area for the benefit of my topics and photos video. And I hope everyone does watch the photos and topics videos when they come out, because yeah, you might not necessarily need them and there is no commentary in them, so it's not the most entertaining thing, but both of the Chronostones photos and topics videos crashed and burned in the algorithm and just in general. They didn't even crack 1,000 views. Like, topics guide, I think I actually cheated and made it my channel trailer for a little bit just to bump it up a bit, because yeah, that one was steeruggling. But I think the Galaxy one should do better because it's more in demand. People don't need it as much for Chronostones. But yeah, here's the Royal Palace, a post-game exclusive area. Let me save the game. I'll try and talk to some people, but obviously if I hit a conversation topic or a photo, then I have to quit without saving because I need to get those on recording. Yes, I realise I am currently recording right now, but I will want to do it as part of the recording. Welcome to the chat, Supreme Tag 134. Unfortunately, you've made it just in time for the very, very end of the stream. We're like done now. Let me just see. So there's definitely photos in this area. Are there any topics? That's just good information to actually know for my video. So not these guys. This line is so bad. There's always a little black creature named Lady Rolea. Why did I read it out loud? But yeah, that's a photo that will be in the video. But there's one other area. This is where you recruit players from
Ragnarok, like all of the hyper-evolved children, which is very hard to say out of context after all those Hakuoki streams. But yeah, this is where you get Simeon if you didn't pick him halfway through the game, and all of his little buddies. Watch them called the Ashura Ultimate Margin. You're scaring me now, Alice. This could happen, you know? Like, genuinely. We can open the treasure chest, at least. Let's save again before I get a topic that I don't want. What do you say? And what do you say? Please refrain from going inside Rolea's bedroom. Super Mario RPG moment where you can go into Princess Peach's bedroom but you can't look in the drawers. Yeah, this is a photo as well. Are people going to play the Super Mario RPG remake, by the way? Because I love Super Mario RPG. I love Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door even more. I would really encourage people to play both of those games. If you could only pick one, yes, you should pick The Thousand Year Door, but Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, just to give you a plug for when the game eventually drops, when I played Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door in December 2016, I was about 21 years old at that point in time, I think. I'm 27 now, so you can do the maths, but I just assumed people were probably overhyping it a bit. But when I played the game for the first time, literally in the middle of the off-season of its hype, it wasn't in the years that it came out, it wasn't in the years that the remake was announced, it was literally 2016 was probably the year Thousand Year Door was the least relevant ever, and that was when I played it, and it was one of the best games I've ever played. I genuinely cannot speak highly enough of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. It is right up there with Super Mario Sunshine and Mario Tennis Power Tour as my favourite Mario games of all time. It's, I would say, in my top 20 games of all time. Maybe not quite top 10, but it's very close. In fact, let me get that up. We'll quit Galaxy now because I've done everything I needed to do. But how many people know that I have this as like a public thing that you can read? I'd be really interested to see what other people know about it. What's the capital of Chad? That is N'Djamena. That's obviously not how you pronounce it, but it's like, what N'Djamena? N'Djamena. So I have this top 100 games, which keeps track of... my face cam is in the way. Let me turn that off. Yeah, this is my top 100 favourite games of all time. Where I think I need to move Galaxy. Oh, Galaxy 17th. Yeah, right behind a different Galaxy. I think Inazuma Galaxy has done enough to overtake Mario Galaxy at this point. But yeah, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, 14th. I bloody love this game. Hop Up Enjoy, where's Hakuoki? I can now add... I never add a game to this until I've beaten it, which is why... Earthbound was a game that I loved, but I never finished, so that's why it's not in the list. Hakuoki is probably deserving at this point. It's definitely more deserving than New Super Mario Bros. 2. So we'll chuck it in at some point. But when the Switch remake of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door drops, I cannot stress this enough. Please play it, because it 100% lives up to the hype. It was... I expected it to be good, and it was better than I expected. Bloody phenomenal game. If I organise this by series, here's my favourite Mario games of all time. Literally in order. It's Super Mario Sunshine, it's Mario Tennis Power Tour, then it's Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, followed by Galaxy and Odyssey, and all the others. By the way, I love Mario Party Advance. Please do not judge. This is my Inazuma ranking, which I think this is still accurate. It's anime-wise, I think I prefer Chrono Stones to Season 2, but game-wise, I prefer Inazuma 2 to Chrono Stones. Am I missing one here? Oh no, it's 3, it's 2, it's Chrono Stones, it's Galaxy, it's Inazuma 1, and it's
Go one. Galaxy would probably do a lot better if I was able to just play an official English release at the time instead of having to make the game myself with Sync and the team, but it's still done pretty respectably. But to stick it actually back in order. Do by ranking. Yeah, it's Smash. It's a bunch of Inazuma. It's Smash. It's Danganronpa, Mario Sunshine, Zero Escape, Smash, Pokemon, Inazuma, Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, Mario, Inazuma, Danganronpa, Robot Wars, Smash, Mario, Undertale, Zero Escape, Ace Attorney, either Somnium Files. You should definitely play either Somnium Files as well if you're a fan of Zero Escape or Danganronpa. Or if you... Oh, I know what I haven't added yet. I haven't added Rain Code. Master Detective Archives Rain Code would probably be around about here. I think I would put it above... Is this Great Ace Attorney 1 or 2? This is 1. I would put Rain Code, I think, about here. I think below Spirit of Justice and no, probably just in 30th directly above Inazuma 11 Go 1. But God, we do love a bit of Rain Code. As you get further down, you get more Pokemon. You get Steins Gate, the first Sonic game. Rhythm Thief, that was always on the cards for a Let's Play if it wasn't so rhythm-based. Got that Cabo Verde capital in your head? Of course, it's Praia. Praia is one of the nicest capital city names in the world, along with Kosovo's Pristina. But if you say it as Pristina, that's an amazing name for a capital. We got Mario Strikers Charge. Here's Super Mario RPG, so I still love that game as well. I just obviously like Thousand Year Door even more. Got Simpsons Hit and Run. Hotel Dusk and its sequel makes an appearance. My favourite Final Fantasy game is Chocobo Tales. This game needs to go considerably higher. I put it in 72nd because I was worried about recency bias, but actually, I bloody love Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and that needs to shoot up the list by like 20 places. I adore that game. It's honestly like... Can I call it my favourite Switch game apart from Smash? Organised by console. Where's my Nintendo Switch ranking? Jesus, Pokemon Shield. Oh, well, it doesn't work because if it's multi-plat, then it'll be... Oh, I haven't added Pokemon Violet either. Wait, let me write this down. Pokemon Violet, Rain Code, Kirby Forgotten... and that Hakuoki, if I've got room within the 100. That's the edits I need to make. Because, yeah, there's a few other 3DS and Nintendo Switch games there, so that doesn't actually really work. And where the hell's Smash Ultimate got... Oh, it's not even ordered. Literally, it's just... I was going to say, Pokemon Shield should not be my favourite Switch game. That will probably drop even further as time goes on. But Mario Tennis Aces, underrated. But there we go. That was just a little aside. I'm going to end the stream now. I'll have a last read of the chat. Aries says, where did Yokai Watch 3 rank, or have you not beat it yet? No, I haven't played it at all. That's why I was suggesting it as a stream game, because it would be my first ever time playing the game at all. Hopper Enjoyer says, Explorers of Sky base. I appreciate that. If you haven't played Explorers of Sky in chat, all 2 of you need to play it. So I'm sure everybody here has at this point. Will I play Victory Road when it comes out? Not necessarily right away. What's the capital of Timor-Leste? The answer to that is Dili. And yeah, there we go. Elite Beat Agents is obviously deserving of a mention as well. Alright, that was it. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been fun. Maybe I'll have to do some other Inazuma 11 themed streams in the future. But I don't know what exactly I'll do. For now, the level 99 coverage will be starting as of next week. So look forward to that one. Ta-ta!